What you're about to see is not real news. It is satire based on real news. The characters you're about to see are not real-life humans. They are frighteningly realistic puppets based on real-life humans. The views expressed in the show are not necessarily those of Starsat, its sponsors, its advertisers, or the nice lady that makes the coffee.
Okay, backbenchers, let's get ready to bend some journalists. And spin. We are going to warm up with some standard deflection. So everybody on the count of 3. Let's talk about the real issues. 1, 2, 3.
Let's talk about the real issues.
Your tone should be neutral. Your vowels relaxed. Let's talk about the real issues.
Let's talk about the real issues.
As you speak, emphasize the most important word. Let's talk about the real issues.
Let's talk about the real issues.
Let's talk about the real issues. This is not a game, people. Our next move is not for beginners. We are going to do some opposition blaming. This is a DA agenda.
This is a DA agenda.
And now, improvised opposition blaming.
Malema is a rebel rouser.
Good.
DA policies reflect a white mindset.
Keep pushing.
I think Bambu is a stupid essay.
Out. Out of my class. Now. This is not insults class. This is spin class.
Hi, people.
Okay. Don't stop spinning class. Don't ever stop spinning. Now it's time for some obfuscation. In 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to a lovely edition of Puppet Nation. It's been a hard week, South Africa, but if you're watching this, then you've got power, so good for you.
In order to keep us aware of the current load shedding status, we have a power forecaster from Eskom here with us.
Hello! Here it is! Here it is! An 80% chance of Schedule 2 load shedding! It's time!
He's the Eskom forecaster?
Eskom is totally fine! No time!
A robot vacuum cleaner attacked a woman in her sleep.
It's not clear whether this proves the intelligence of robots or the stupidity of the people that own them.
A small EFF breakaway group has formed.
The group believe Malema is a sellout and wish to remove him as parliamentary leader.
It's not clear what inspired the breakaway at this exact time.
Ah, man, you mixed the colors and the whites in the laundry again, didn't you?
But comrade, I think it's a sign. The new EFF.
Ah, okay.
US newscasters have been declared an endangered species as people increasingly get their news online.
In fact, you've probably already read about this story on Twitter.
Are poachers still there? Am I safe to read the head?
Whew, gripping stuff, eh?
I guess it's a slow news week.
Large parts of the country are still in the dark as to what happened at the State of the Nation address. And then the State of the Nation address went off peacefully, largely due to the extreme security measures put in place.
Special trained police and numerous safeguards were in place
to shut down the EFF.
Another area of concern for myself and I believe for the ANC and indeed for the country
As we all share the same basic concerns about our country.
Oh, thank God.
Yay! Can I play now?
Well, thank goodness we didn't miss that speech. Internal battles in the EFF have made headlines this week, with the future of Andile Mngxitama remaining in doubt.
He was accused of being mentored by Kenny Kuneni, Sushi King, and Gayton McKenzie, convict novelist. Commissar, what options might you have beyond the EFF?
I've been offered some BEE board member jobs and a made-for-TV movie. But I don't know if I want to leave yet. Oh, nice manifesto.
What's that on your phone, Mr. Mngxitama?
It is revolutionary Tinder. I'm looking for a new ideological muse. Castro, Lenin? I'd prefer someone alive.
Andile, did I hear you say you might be looking for a new partner?
Ideological muse, not partner.
Maybe I could amuse you. I've been out of politics, but for the right man, I could come back.
I suddenly feel like we're watching one of those late ETV movies. You know, the ones with...
I've always had a weakness for young, angry, passionate men. You are angry, aren't you, Andile? Can I call you Andile?
Well, I
Kiss me, so I know it's real.
It's time! It's time! The chance of loitering is 59!
It's not time.
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I hate ESCOM. This week, DA leader and Western Cape Premier Helen Zille said that we need to break ESCOM.
It seems pretty broken to me already.
She was talking about breaking ESCOM's monopoly on the power grid.
That's correct, Debora. The ESCOM stronghold must fall.
Realistically, Premier Zille, how do you see an energy scenario which relieves reliance on ESCOM?
It's all about alternative power. Like we are an alternative to government. Maybe I should call it opposition power.
Alternative power like wind, solar?
Exactly. First, we're building a wind farm at Leeuwenhof to harness the mighty Cape Doctor.
But surely that only helps you be independent of ESCOM?
It's a start. Johan and I have been able to charge our cell phones every night. I've had 0 Twitter downtime.
Right.
But our other project is much bigger. It will help millions. I plan to cover Kailicha with a ginormous solar panel.
Cover Kailicha?
I mean, sure, it'll block direct sunlight to everyone living there, but it's not like they need to tan. Am I right, Justice? Or am I right, Mfwetu?
I'd prefer not to answer that.
One last thought. Friction. We could have a big love in somehow use people's bodies to generate electricity. Free love power. Johan and I have this way
We don't want to know.
We've been testing different...
TMI, oh, I'd rather be left in the dark.
Celebrate and jubilate! Only 5% chance of load shedding!
I'm hungry.
I'm more hungry.
No, you're not.
I'm too. Okay, what do you want for dinner?
Happy 2-minute noodles!
Oh God, not again.
Just because you're not single, unemployed, and likely to die alone doesn't mean you can't enjoy the bland convenience of crappy 2-minute noodles. It's quick and easy to prepare and comes in a wide variety of flavors that all taste the f***ing same. Look, this one's called Chinese chicken. Why? Who knows? Maybe our scientist was thinking of a chicken when he was mixing all those chemicals.
I don't feel so good.
I'm so hungry. What flavor do you want this time? Toast on a stick.
Roadkill! Yay!
Crappy 2-minute noodles. We call it that because 2 minutes after eating it, you're just as hungry as before. Only now, you also hate yourself.
What are you doing?
I got this app that has a live map of load shedding.
And?
I keep updating it to see who doesn't have power right now.
Because?
Well, so that I can, send my friends who are in the dark selfies of me in the light. Making coffee, charging my phone.
Sometimes I think all this time in my company has rubbed off on you. Just a little.
What are you saying?
I think I'm proud of you.
Oh yes, a friend of mine has just gone off. Quick, look electrified. Let's never mention this.
The British government have been assuring everyone that Prime Minister David Cameron is not irrelevant at all.
Even though he has been left out of all the talks over the Ukraine situation.
Mr. Prime Minister, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us.
Oh, no worries, Deborah. We go on holidays today, so everyone's just playing a bit of ping pong. Or as I like to call it, whiff-whack.
Mr. Cameron, are you concerned about Russia's dominance and power?
At table tennis? Well, I mean, they do win an awful lot of... Oh, I see. You're talking politics. Nearly got me there. Gosh, yes, they're terrifying.
And how is Britain using its influence to try and stop them?
Well, Deborah, this time it seems those EU chaps really have things in hand, so that's jolly good, isn't it?
Sir, I've got Estonia on the line.
Tell them I'm busy, old chap.
NATO told them you would take this.
What exactly is it they want? I'm right in the middle of... So sorry, Debbers.
They're worried Russia might crush them, sir, as an example of their might.
Well, tell them they're right to be worried. I'd be shaking in my breeches if I was them.
I rather think they want NATO to vow to support them in that eventuality.
Oh, right. Well, God. Golly, is that the time? So sorry. Must go. Things to do, countries to run and all that. Toodle-pip. Oh, hello, Estonia.
Welcome to Hard Shout, where today I have the extreme pleasure of shouting at one of South Africa's disturbingly best-loved icons. I'm joined by the self-proclaimed father of South African comedy and maker of box office successes, oh shucks. Yes, it's Leon Schuster.
Thank you, Debora. So happy to be here and finally bring a little humor to this comedy show of yours.
Mr. Schuster, I believe you have a new movie to tell us about?
Yes, it's called Oh Shucks, There's a Xhosa Boning Me.
Of course it is.
It's a complete departure from my previous work. I play both myself and the Xhosa woman I'm having an affair with.
And you think people will want to watch this because...
Because I am the funniest man in South Africa, Debora.
Funny? Funny? I don't think you even know what funny means.
I make people laugh.
That wasn't a question. See, you don't even understand sarcasm.
I understand that I make a lot more money than you. People find me funny. I can just say words like, boom.
You are a sad excuse for humor. You think cheap stereotypes and crass physical gags are the height of comedy.
Bill.
I'm honestly embarrassed every time I see your movies being shown overseas as examples of what our country is.
Boggerol.
Well, there you have it. The key to making millions at the movies in this country. Pomp, peel, and bokkerol. Genuinely saddens me that man is our country's top-grossing filmmaker.
Don't you mean top gross filmmaker? Wait a minute. You didn't tell me off for making a terrible pun.
No. In this instance, it seemed entirely fitting.
You know, sometimes I think all this time we spent together, I've rubbed off on you just a little bit.
Don't get carried away.
Why not put a bit of Mac back into your washing days? It's like getting a friend to take care of all your dirty laundry.
Mac. Mac. Mac.
Mac. Mac.
Mac. Mac.
Mac. Mac. Mac.
Mac.
Mac.
Mac. It'll put the spin back into your dirty laundry.
For the love of God, man, I am not a bloody miracle worker.
Mac, go ahead and try it.
Mac.
Escom guy.
Mac.
Escom guy, are you still here?
Mac.
Escom!
And there and everywhere that Escom warnings do appear.
Mac.
Surely it's time for a load shed.
Habibi, it's not time. It's not time. Not load shedding time.
I hate Escom.
Mac.
Zimbabwean President and now African Union Chair Robert Mugabe fell last week, inspiring an internet meme.
Many have called the fall an important political reminder of why people vote for Mugabe.
Some have even speculated that the fall might have been less of a fall and more of a choreographed move. Yeah, that's right, Deb. Bobby practiced that move for weeks, and the amount of yoga we had to do to get him that supple.
Lady Gaga, you choreographed Mr. Mugabe's fall?
When I fall in a superior way. Next time I am in Europe, I am going to fall and knock that filsome queen down like I am 10-pin bowling.
Isn't he precious? Now that his travel ban has been lifted, Bobby is gonna tour with me, the Gaga monster. Tour? Mr. Mugabe, does this mean you sing as well?
My poker face, my poker face.
My Bobby is just perfection. I did that thing with Tony Bennett, and he's cute, but I decided I needed an older man. A more disturbing man, a real monster.
My poker face, my poker face.
Oh, Bobby stole my heart.
Some would say he has stolen more than that over the years.
Can't read my, no you can't read my poker face.
For the first time.
It's time! It's time! Load shedding is 100%!
It's not time. Panic over.
For the first time.
It's time! Load shedding ahead! 43%!
For the first time. Statistics indicate that Chinese manufacturing is on the decline.
This is particularly surprising as the build-up to the Chinese New Year, which falls in late February this year, is usually a boom time for the economy.
Joining us is the President of the People's Republic of China, Mr. Xi Jinping. Welcome to Puppet Nation, Mr. Chief.
Thank you for having me, Debora Justice.
You know, every time I see your name, I think it's...
Is that a pun? Puns are illegal in my country.
But I love puns.
Justice.
Then you will find yourself in the Chinese jail.
I'm not afraid to suffer for my word art.
Justice. Mr. Jinping, returning to the topic of manufacturing. Is there any cause for concern in this downward trend?
We must uphold the morals of the butterflies and the tenacity of the mosquito.
Yes. I'm afraid I'm not quite sure what you mean.
You foreigners often fail to understand what is meant when the dragon speaks.
He's talking like people do when they're on marijuana.
The answer you seek is simple. Like the grasshopper, we are merely allowing the others the opportunity to be great also.
Giving others a turn?
We have been great and powerful for over 5,000 years. We wouldn't want to be seen to be impolite.
5,000 years is a fair amount of time.
Also, it will allow me more time to watch NBA games. It is my contribution to the world. Up there, Lucas!
Last week's Grammy Awards saw Kanye mimic his previous stunt, going on stage as Beck won Best Album.
Instead of grabbing the mic from him this time, Kanye just laughed, and a confused and relieved audience laughed with him.
But afterwards, Yeezy laid into Beck, saying he should have respected artistry and given Beyonce the Grammy.
That's right, J-Dog. Queen Bey is the rightful, righteous recipient of that award.
You are a legend, my friend.
Mr. Malula, what are you doing here?
I'm here to talk about the cricket, but my friend was preaching truth about Beyonce.
Please, Mr. Mbalula, we'll talk to you just now.
Okay. I'm going. Hashtag Beehive for life.
See? Everywhere I go, crazy-ass fans. It's hard being God.
But you aren't God. Don't you have any shame belittling other Grammy winners, your colleagues?
Shame? Kanye West feels no shame. If Beyonce can't win, why would anybody even want to win a Grammy?
I believe Beck has stated he is still a huge fan of yours.
Of course he is. I'm Kanye West. There was one really worthy winner, though.
Oh? Who was that?
Frozen. That song is the catchiest song. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be.
I love this song.
Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Take it away, J-Dog.
Let it go, let it go. I can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door.
I don't care what they gonna say.
Let the storm rage on.
The cold never bothered me anyway. The Proteas play their first World Cup game this weekend against Zimbabwe.
Unlike AFCON, this is a major sporting event we actually stand a chance at.
Our magnificent boys in pink will ignite the sporting world.
Are you at all concerned about this weekend's game against Zimbabwe?
Why would I be worried about a warm-up match?
It's not a warm-up match. It's our first World Cup fixture.
Against Zimbabwe? Ha! Like I said, just a warm-up match.
Zimbabwe actually have a fairly decent team.
Oh, Justice! It sounded like you said Zimbabwe have a good team. They are a bunch of losers. Probably they don't listen enough to Beyonce.
That's your best cricketing advice? Listen to Beyonce?
Then you can be like AB. Flawless. He picks up the bat, flawless. He walks to the pitch, flawless. He hits the reverse.
Okay, that's quite enough
flawless.
singing for one show. Thank you very much.
Debora, that has just reminded me. I forgot to panic about Friday the 13th.
Why would you?
Habit, I guess.
You know what else is scary? That awful 50 Shades of Grey movie opens this weekend.
Yes, don't worry, Debora. I've already booked our tickets.
Our tickets? But
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. We love you.
See you next week. Justice, I cannot go and see 50 Shades of Grey with you. Are you out of your f***ing mind?
No, but Debora, I've already bought the tickets and I thought it would be nice. But just some popcorn and some Coca-Cola. You like Coke? I'm a Fanta man.